This is an altered book that I started the day that I knew I was going to quit my 24-year-long teaching job. I'd been having my students do these altered books and poetry portfolios for many years, but I never really allowed myself to do it because I was so busy teaching. And I felt that if I had work to do, I should not be doing anything fun. So the minute I decided that I was going to quit my full-time teaching job and do something else, this is when I grabbed this book. My students happened to be working on their poetry portfolios, and so I grabbed this book and I began my altered book. It's been almost a year. Coming up at the end of March, it'll be exactly a year to when I started this thing. And I'm almost done, so I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've been doing. So I started off, and I thought, well, I'm just going to keep all my mementos, my teaching things, my notes from students in there. And then I also had started painting, and I was painting flowers, and I was like, well, paintings are too big to hold on to and store. Plus, I don't really know what I'm doing when I'm painting flowers, so I figured I should know what the flowers look like before I try to paint them. Anyway, so I started off with flowers. So you can see I did a lot of practicing, and I put all my mementos in there. It's kind of like a combination. Some people just do one thing, but I cannot just keep things separate. My life, everything is interconnected. So I've got my teaching, I've got poems and poetry and quotes, I've got my drawings, I've got recipes in there because I cook a lot. So there's a lot of everything in here in my life, and I wish perhaps that I could keep it put into separate places, but I just can't. So if anybody ever bothers to keep this thing after I'm gone, I sure put a lot of effort into it, but I'm not that optimistic. I hope that somebody will take an interest in what I spent so long and so many hours doing, but if not, it's okay. We all do things that don't follow us into eternity. Anyway, so I started off with the flowers, really enjoyed the flowers, and then all of a sudden I started doing people. I saw a couple pictures of things that inspired me, and I think I can find my very first picture. I don't know, I might have given it away, actually, my very first picture. So, anyway, flowers, and then I started doing little critters, creatures, butterflies, birds, frogs for my friend Sarah. She wanted a little bit of life in my drawing, so I started adding those things for her, and I'd make a point to do it in almost everything I was drawing. And then suddenly I started doing people. And since then I haven't done many flowers, but these flowers, boy, that was a lot. Okay, so moving forward. So I also saved some of the recipes because, I like to cook. So I started doing people and adding it to the book. So this book, I don't know which is more. I don't know if there's more flowers or more people, but I sure have been enjoying the journey. And you can see I've been trying to use up every inch of the book. Things people send me, things I've drawn. I believe I'm improving. That was the whole point of it, really, to improve and to become better.